I kind of feel like we are more of a family here at the Cassette House than we are a classroom. We talk about that a lot, that we're more of a family. And even the students, they kind of treat each other like brother and sister. And there is a lot of good. There's a lot of good in Columbus Public Schools, and I think the students themselves really do build that. You have to have a passion to want to help students and help people become better. And it is different. There's different students are different and different positions are different. So you have to find what you love, and if you love it, you got to just kind of push through, and they get to know these students, and then they are more like family than I kind of feel like we are more of a family here at the Cassette House than we are a classroom. We talk about that a lot, that we're more of a family, and even the students, they kind of treat each other like brother and sister. We sit down every day and have lunch together as a group. All the students and the staff that are around at the time sit and eat at the same tables, multiple tables, and eat lunch together and sit and talk, and like you would a family dinner, but a lot of them don't get to experience that all the time at home. Once you're here and you get to know the students and you get to know the group, you realize that, oh yeah, they all get along in a different way, and they all need different things, but they all help each other too. So it's this big family group, family unit. We actually have exercise time every day, and we have dance parties because that's such an easy way to get our kids moving. So I think being silly and being willing to embarrass yourself in front of your students is, I guess that's something that people are surprised that we do every day. I hate talking in front of people, and when I say that to people, they're like, but you're a teacher. It's just different. I could talk to my students all day long and whatever, and being even in front of other students, other classes, I don't have a problem with that, but you get me in front of like the staff and even doing this, I'm like, I don't necessarily like that. So, but I can be funny and silly and sing or dance or do whatever with my students, and it's not that's just part of my day. I think a lot of people don't realize that the Columbus Public Schools, in the 26 years I've been here, I have really found that the students and the staff are really caring about the students. I've always felt that my students are very included in the different activities and the different things that are going on in the buildings or in the schools, and there's not the stigma of, oh, they have a disability or they're in special ed. I feel like they've always just been welcomed and included in things, and that says a lot about our student population. I think that they are the ones that just really can create that good, and there is a lot of good. There's a lot of good in Columbus Public Schools, and I think the students themselves really do build that. We work on those things a lot with our students. I mean, the honesty and integrity is really big for me and my students. I push that a lot, that, you're not getting anything out of not being honest. You're not getting anything about not having good integrity and having good work skills. Putting forth your best self every day is really important, and being committed to what you do is really important. So I really talk about that a lot with my students who are going out on job site and representing themselves and representing the school out in the community. We talk about that a lot, that everything that you say and everything you do, even when you're having a bad day, represents you and can change somebody's mind about you. So using that honesty, that integrity, that commitment to being your best self is really important. I think my paras. I think my paraprofessionals are amazing. I have a great team right now. And we are a team. I ask them just as many questions that I ask the other special ed teachers right now, like, hey, what do you think? Should we try this? Should we do that? And they will jump at it. They're fantastic. But all of the paras I've had over the years at Columbus Public have been amazing. They do so much more than anyone can ever give them credit for. They do it because they love it, and that's I guess, what being a teacher and being involved in education is about. But they truly love their job and they truly love their students. So I couldn't be where I'm at without the paras that I've had, definitely. I like to golf. I'm not great, but I've learned a lot by coaching